Glad you chose to stop by the channel today. Just wanted to give you an opportunity to really become a part of this community here at the Coach Smook Network. We like to call ourselves the AAA family. The AAA stands for authenticity above all. We just want to give you an opportunity to become a part of this community because we're growing and we're doing something special here as a fan base, not just for Alabama, but the fan community as a whole. We're creating an environment where it's safe to be yourself, be authentic, and meet people who share the same passion you share, whether it's for the same team or not. You can do this by becoming a member of the AAA family. You simply start by just clicking the link provided to you by one of the moderators in the chat, or it'll be pinned to the top of the chat. Click that link, it'll bring you to my homepage. When you get to my homepage, make sure you hit the notification button and turn on all notifications. Understand that there are multiple ways to support the channel, and each level has its perks. You can go through and read each perk. As we continue to grow, new perks will be added to each level. One thing we would like to highlight that all AAA members are greatly appreciated. It does not go unnoticed that you have taken time and hard-earned money to support this channel. Once you join, YouTube is going to ask for some payment information, and make sure you monitor your subscription dates. Also, if you really want to get interactive with the community and find out what's going on, think about joining our Discord family. This is where you can get into all the fan talk of the community, and also there are networking opportunities. Please be mindful that there are rules and that we expect everyone to treat everyone with respect. Also, if you're looking to partner with Coach Smook Network or sponsor, please hit us up at coachsmooknetwork@gmail.com, and our staff will get back to you in a timely manner. I'm your boy, Coach Smook of the Coach Smook Network, and I thank you for supporting this channel.
Authenticity above all, that's where I stand. If you ain't a real fan, you'll fail with the fan. They tried to box me in and I kicked the dough off the frame. Turn the pressure into power, put my stamp on the game. Put me in the game, coach, in the game. Put me in the game, coach, Smook, that's what they saying. Put me in the game, coach, in the game. Put me in the game, coach, that's what they saying.
Players and the staff are pulling up right now for today's scrimmage. Coach David Ballou in the front. Y'all can see everybody pulling up, man. Them boys over there, look at Deontay.
Hey, y'all, I'm walking out of Walmart. Check, what's your name, bro?
Man, my name Michael McKinney, man. I'm a true Alabama fan, and this man does a good job on his podcast.
What's up, bro?
Reviewing Alabama football. Keep doing what you're doing, man.
Appreciate that, bro. Roll Tide, man.
Let's go, AAA family. Give it up for yourselves. Let's go. How y'all feeling today? I know y'all feeling good. I'm feeling good. I'm happy, man. I'm ready to get into some conversation today. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. It's been a great morning, a long morning. I just had a couple of positive phone calls. Just got off the phone with somebody that's, every day we've been going strong, going hard, trying to stay on top of things. And it's not all just work. Sometimes you need some spiritual accountability, man. And I appreciate my people, man, that have been in my life. If you don't got nobody in your life, go get somebody in your life, man, that can keep you encouraged and pushed. All right. Appreciate everybody for following up. Let's go ahead and do a roll call real quick, man. We don't have but one segment to talk about today. And I want to present an idea or a thought process to this AAA family about Alabama's current roster overhaul. But before we do that, let's give a shout out to all of our sponsors, all of our people that's supporting the Coach Smook Network, that's helping us grow daily, man. Like, we for real growing, in my opinion. I feel like we're growing daily. You know, the numbers continue to grow up, not necessarily subscriber base. It's not about that. It's about, you know, the views, the people that's commenting on the comment post live. You know, some of you all are commenting on our VOD equipment. We actually have another VOD being posted on the Coach Smook React channel today. If you haven't seen it, AJ McCarron spit some real truths yesterday on JB's show yesterday, and I'm gonna be posting my my reaction to it on the Coach Smook React channel. I think I'm gonna just post it on both channels. What y'all think? I think I should just post it on both channels. I'm gonna just put it on the Coach Smook channel. No, I'm gonna do it on the React channel, and I'm gonna post some shorts on this channel. But yeah, it's gonna be a good. I think y'all gonna like it. I think y'all gonna like the full take of what AJ McCarron had to say, and it kind of coincided what I wanted to talk about this morning on the show and what I said the other day. Everybody's laughing at what Clint Dixon, some former players, are saying about the guys that were let go. And yes, my personal relationships may be personal relationships, but at the end of the day, there are some consistencies that we've talked about over the past 2 years that I truly believe everybody wants to blame coaching. Well, now that coaching is making decisions, y'all want to get rid of the coaches that's... Don't go too fast, Smook. Don't go too fast. Let's do a roll call, man. Let's get it. Roll Tide. Everybody in the chat, appreciate y'all for pulling up in the chat this morning. If y'all could, man, right now, I know we ain't got a lot of people live right now. We got 25 in the chat on YouTube. Continue running the likes up. We ain't, how many we got on Twitter? Got a few on Twitter. We got a lot of people pulling up now. Okay. They say the first 15 minutes is the time to really chill and let everybody get the notifications out. So for all you YouTubers and the people that you keep sending my way to ask them, and they asking why it takes so long to start the live show, because it's a live show and people are still walking in as we're getting the show started. So I want to give them a chance to get settled. I can't rush nobody in here. You know what I'm saying? But roll tide to the AAA family and everybody that's supporting the Coach Smook Network. Let me know where you're watching from. From now on, when you come in, Coach Smook from Montgomery, Alabama. Roll Tide in the chat. That would be awesome for us to start that new wave, man. Shout out to Denise's Roll Tide, man. Good to see you this morning, man. Roll Tide. E. Martin said, what's up, AAA family? What's up, D? Good to see you, man. Roll Tide. Booby Ma says, blessed all. Ready to see what the final roster going to be. I think we really rolled this season. Roll Tide. I agree with you, man. Roll Tide, Booby. Big homie in the chat, 3 A's. Big homie 334 with the 3 AAA, baby. AAA, let's go. Roll Tide, baby. Gamma Day. Roll Tide. Roll says, well, my number 2 team lost. My number 2 team lost a tough one on the hardwood last night, but Roll Tide regardless. Don't get me to talk about basketball today. I love Nate Oates, but I do not love his philosophy. So what y'all think about I told y'all, don't come over here asking me about any portal, anything. Good pickup. That's what I'm gonna say. I'm doing a full breakdown once we get all of our portal signees, which probably won't be to the end of February. You know, I don't think y'all realize, like, the portal, people are going to be signing from the portal past the 16th. Y'all understand that, right? The objective right now is to decide if you're going to get into the portal. Kids are able to sit out, but they have to go enroll. That's another thing. You got to remember, they're still, even though they don't have to sign with somebody to play, they have to be academically, don't laugh, eligible in order to play the following season. And how do you stay academically eligible? You have to be taking some courses or something. And if you're still at that other school and you're not taking those courses on scholarship, how are you taking? You probably having to pay out of pocket. So a lot of kids aren't trying to pay anything out of pocket for a school they're not trying to be at, or go to a community college to try to keep credits together and transfer. It's too much when you can just get in and make it move. So I wouldn't expect a lot of these portal guys' decisions to take long. Checking in, new member that's been on since the beginning of the playoffs, and I'm loving the content. Trill TV coming in showing crazy good love.
Much love, Trill. Good to see you, bro. Appreciate you for the support. Bama boy in GA, Roll Tide. Good to see you, my guy. My boy at TSC said Roll Tide. I'm just saying TSC Roll Tide. You know what I'm saying? From Dallas, Texas, Roll Tide. Will Reese in the building. Let's go, man. Roll Tide. Hey, my boy Juvie in the building. What's up, Juvie? Good to see you. Roll Tide, my boy. From Swainsboro, Georgia. You ain't far from me. I didn't know our subscriber base and our viewer base was so close. Like y'all, a lot of y'all live within like 2-3 hours of each other, 6 hours max. You talking about the top of Georgia all the way down to the bottom of Alabama, you know, top of Florida, way east Georgia, all the way west Mississippi. We up in Northwest Tennessee right now. We up in New York. We've been spotted in Washington and Oregon. Like we've been spotted in a lot of places. Mike Jones, what's good, man? Smook, I can't wait for the QB race. And is it Luke Metz time? Hey, I think Luke Metz might be on a trajectory to maybe not be a starter this year, but there's a lot of upside for the young linebacker core. I'm curious to see how much we put into that room. We're going to have to go and get a lot of veteran leadership in that room. I think there's going to be a balance of how you play these players. Indiana, as much as we talk about how old their roster was, they still played a lot of young guys, you know, for rotational reps. And don't the players still in the playoffs get some time to enter after this season is over? Yes, they do. Yes, they do. But it's literally only that same window for those players on that team. So, you know, it's not. And how many teams do you see win national championships and they have a full roster turnover outside of losing guys to the NFL draft? You might lose 1 or 2 there to the portal, maybe a max of 5, right? And then the other guys are coming back because they were just part of this great team. And I guarantee you, the teams that are in the playoffs right now will be hitting the portal to try to get guys. Watching from Augusta, Georgia, originally from Mobile, Alabama. What you up in Augusta doing, man? What you doing up in Augusta? That's my old stomping grounds right there. What's up, Urban Essence? Good to see you, sis. All right, chat. We got 1 minute. Roll Tide from Phoenix City, Alabama, the hometown in the city. Hold on, chat. My dog just farted again. I got to kick him out. Hold on. Get out. Get your stinking ass out. Get. Come on. Outside. Go. Outside. Got my stomach turning. Hell no. No, not today. I just got done from being sick. My stomach turning so bad right now. That joker stink, chat. Ain't no way you about to stay up in here. No, sir. No, ma'am. What's up, Bama Boy 19? Good to see you, my boy Roll Tide. I'm sorry, chat. I know I just had a father moment or something. That joker stink, bro. You're not about to sit in here and fart all stream while I'm trying to talk to people. That joker just punched me in my face. Y'all think I'm going to sit here and take that? No. What's up, Sully? Roll Tide, man. Good to see you. Yeah, you always late, boy. You stay late, don't you? Just don't be late to that birth. We got about like 8-9 week countdown at this point, right? We in January, February, March. Yeah, we about 8-9 weeks left. Countdown time, baby. What's up? What is? I could not see. What is a Bach Nix? Is that what they say? Bach Nix? Roll Tide from Birmingham. Appreciate you for showing some love, man. I'm pulling up today. All right, y'all. Let's get into it. I'm sorry, I done delayed. I done got us past our time limit. Once again, today, topic of conversation, we reacted to the roster overhaul, the thoughts on it the other day, or was that yesterday? We had the phone call segment. But today, we're going to actually, I'm going to give y'all some thoughts around it, right? And why it will make sense for us to head in this direction as the University of Alabama. And if we want to be national champions, all y'all keep talking about the Bama standard is winning the national championship, right? Well, Coach Saban set a standard in a certain era, and that's what worked. Once that era changed, he couldn't change with it. That's why he retired. And you see the guys that he's had a handprint on, they've retained some of the same things that he did, but not doing it exactly the same way. Are they? Nope. So there's more than one way to win a national championship. So for all you old Wallace era Bama fans, and I'm gonna keep saying that, that's my new thing, y'all. If y'all don't know what that means, go do your homework, do your history. Are you Wallace era Alabama alumni fans and all that stuff? Just look towards the new age, right? The Black Air Force One era is here. and we going to get some dogs, all that extra stuff, all that entitlement and stuff, I think this staff has made a statement, and I'm behind it. I'm behind it. All it took was maybe one or two more moves for me to see it. Now, do I still want some different personnel on the staff? We can add some. But I can truly, after this year, we'll know exactly what this staff and this organization is going to be headed into. I thought after year 2 we would get a good gauge, and I think we did. They found out exactly what they need to do in order to reestablish dominance and trying to. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it, chat. So let's get into the conversation here on the Coach Smook Network. Somebody type it in the chat. Say, put me in the game, Coach Smook. Let's do it.
You're talking about Jalen Milroe and the Pips, the perfect weak side linebacker, right? Put him next to the mic.
Not going to take us a lot of time, but I want to say that I'm excited about what.
Okay, forgive me, my brother. What's on your mind?
Oh, I'm good. I'm just still sorry for all the other content creators now that we have this mega star back in our presence.
All right, chat, let's get into the conversation today here on the Coach Smook Network. Alabama's roster overhaul. Is it the right move? Is this something that we can look forward to, right? As far as put it right in the ship. And before we even say that, man, I gotta say this. I don't know how much more right of a ship you can get other than winning the national championship, right? You competed for your conference, you got into the college football playoff. That's every organization's initial goals. Like, let's just get to this point and give ourselves a chance. So for Kalen DeBoer to do that 2 years in a row, missed the SEC championship game by one game last year, then to miss the playoffs based off of a technicality, which shouldn't have been implemented. Like, you gave two teams that were ranked lower than Alabama going into that conference championship game that lost. You gave them playoff spots over Alabama, a team that you had already said, even with their 3 losses, was a playoff worthy team, being ranked number 11. So we just talked about the overall scope of where Kalen DeBoer has this program. He, Courtney Morgan, and staff, where they have the program. And we look at all of these names and players that we've watched develop, and we're like, man, they get it. They sparking, they did on this. And then we look at our good players, and when they go against other players that we're not hearing anything about, and they all of a sudden get dominated and get them, pushed around, 3 out of 5 snaps, you getting pushed around, all these other things. Like, all of this matters. Like, what are we missing in that? We might be recruiting some of the best talent coming out of high school, but that's talent that you have to develop no matter how good it is. How many day one ready guys do we get out of a recruiting class per season? Max 4, sometimes 5. I'm talking about like full every down, every snap type of player. You're not getting a Jeremiah Smith every year. You're not getting a London Simmons. You're not getting a Dijon Lee every year. Xavier Brown, Caleb Downs. You're not getting those type of caliber players. And to say that you think you are that type of caliber player lets you know that there's a lot of ego issues here in high school recruiting and college football, but there's also just, you have to be able to play the game the right way. So what do we need for what's an NC, Mary J? What are we doing? A national championship. Okay. A natty? NC, that baby want to say North Carolina. What are we like? North Carolina. But anyways, chat, what do we need in order to get this team on track for a national championship? Right? I think it started yesterday, and I want to give y'all this concept. Y'all ever heard of this concept or this thing called controlled burning? Have anybody ever heard that? Do y'all know what my boy Bama Day said, watch Forrest Gump if you don't know what the Wallace era fans are. I like that. But what does this need? What does this team need? I look at it. What's the first thing y'all ask for? Kalen DeBoer is too nice. That's what y'all was saying, right? We're not gonna be able to win nothing. He's too nice. He need to get his guys in check. He need to check his coaching staff. I said this, right? I said he need to put Ryan Grubb in his place. He need to manage Ryan Grubb. I don't care what nobody say. I ain't saying fire Ryan Grubb. I say you need to manage him. Ryan Grubb, I don't care if you 55, whatever your age is. You are like that teenage kid that if you give them one opportunity to do something and they think they did it that good, they act like they can't tell you that, and their performance or the way that they portray themselves will speak that in volumes. Case in point, Nick Sheridan last year, we get into a game where Jalen Milroe's pulling the ball too much. We start trying to pass the ball to keep him from having the option to run the ball. Well, what does Jalen do? He continues to call his own number. The offense gets limited, and we get beat 28-3 by Oklahoma. Right? That's what happens. Now, the way that Coach DeBoer managed that, right? We went into a whole new way of play calling going into that game against Auburn that year. When we beat Auburn in the Iron Bowl, we didn't make the SEC championship, but you saw against Michigan, the same play calling style, they tried to use it to start the game. Now, the weather made that game what it was. We'll live with that. I think where you start to see this control burning aspect is there's a fire set to the staff, right? Go out. If these guys not working for you, you need to have these conversations with them. No more develop here. We looking. If they're not working for you, you give them your plan, and this is what they need to follow in order for us to be national championship. If they don't like that, or if they trying to counter with, hey, you want me to do that? Well, give me 500 more K. Let's get them up out the door. And that's what's happening, chat. That's what's happening in so many words for a lot of these situations. What's happening is you were highly touted. You're taking up a lot of our NIL collective. Look at Alabama's collective and how's divvied out compared to Indiana's roster, Texas Tech roster, or Ohio State's roster. Majority of the NIL that's being dished out is for these younger players on the roster that really haven't produced, right? So when you got guys that you're trying to show that value in them, and then the guys in front of them feel like they're getting cheated or whatever, they still getting paid. They just gonna show up and do what they gotta do. Not anything extra. There's no passion. Something that I said in this reaction video, and I'm gonna give AJ McCarron credit for making me smart. But y'all remember when I talked about, somebody in the chat said, we need more energy on the sideline. My thing is this: there has never been a Kalen DeBoer thing for him to do. Hype his guys up. He does his pregame talks in this. AJ McCarron spoke on how he used to be the guy as the leader of the team, as the quarterback, no matter which organization, NFL, whatever. He always would have an awareness of what the guys felt like in warm-ups. You see Alabama players doing all those handshakes and all that stuff in warm-ups. It didn't look like it was part of them. It didn't look like it was part of them. We said this. I was live while the live watch party was getting ready to go to the kickoff. I said it to y'all. I said, man, I don't know. Is it the players? Is it y'all? Y'all remember I asked y'all, I said, where's our energy? Where's the energy? I just don't see it. A lot of small things started playing or started taking effect going into the tail end of this season. And you can tell there was a disconnect between play calling and execution, staff members not communicating effectively. There was a lot of things going on trying to manage egos. And that's not a bad thing. If you a football player, you a competitor, and you don't have an ego, you usually find yourself amongst just the crowd. You know what I'm saying? But your ego can't be bigger than the team. And I'm not saying any of the players that, are gone were those players. I'm just saying you can't have that. And that might not have been their agenda, but their results and production on field, that's what it showed. Your stats, you trying to make a tackle instead of just taking on a block to create space for your linebacker behind you to make a tackle is selfish. Just because you made a play, you beat your guy on the block doesn't mean it's your play to be made, right? Or offensively. Just because you handle your block don't mean you just stand there and watch whatever else is happening. You go help out, get some more work. Wide receivers, you don't get to throw the ball. Where's the ball being thrown to? Don't just stop and watch the play happen. The whistle has not been blown. So you're going to find a different mentality coming into Alabama. And veterans, guys that have been, travelers that have been, misused in different spots, they will come here and understand and appreciate the value of the opportunity that they have. Can I be real? Can we be honest and say that Keon Keeley, Quay Russaw, James Smith, Noah Carter. Who else? Well, let me pull out the full list real quick. Let me pull out the full list so I can say these names. Let's say James Smith, Quay Russaw, Keon Keeley, Wilkin Formby, Noah Carter, Jalen Hill, Olis Alanine, Joseph Ionota, Jalen Mbakwe, Richard Young, Rock Montgomery, and Bubba Hampton, who left early in the season, really never panned out at Bama. Coming over as a Saban recruit. All of these Saban recruits I just named, I didn't name Noah Carter because he wasn't necessarily a Saban recruit. He came over during that 24 year, but he wasn't necessarily a Saban recruit. What's crazy about Carter's situation is Coach Ingles that recruited him while he was at Washington, when he got him to sign to Washington. Everybody forget that Coach Ingles was one of Alabama's targets coming to Alabama. So when Noah committed to Alabama, it wasn't just the fault of Kalen DeBoer and we talk about Ebony. We talked to Ebony and Will on Bama Parent Night. But do y'all remember the conversation? Like, they were just talking about how the staff created relationships, right? That's what was important to them. Well, what if I told you that we're in an age and era where relationships might have to take a back seat when it comes to building a quality roster and people putting their job security online? Not necessarily take a back seat. Let's say take a passenger seat, right? You can still be an effective passenger, right? In the passenger seat. All right, you can be an effective passenger. Doesn't mean you have to be in control. You can keep aware. Hey, watch out, that and third. You can help be a visual. You can pour the water when it's time for the driver to have something to drink. Roll the burger paper back off the burger good enough so that, speaking of burgers, chat, don't forget, we got charitable donation opportunities. There's a special going on for burgers today up here at Five Guys. And yeah, don't hesitate to donate so your boy can do a food review for y'all. I got a new burger that I gotta try. Right. And I wanna I'm serious, man. Y'all know me, bro. I'm gonna try. Hey, I love food, but I got a new burger combination from Five Guys I gotta try, and I think I'm gonna do it on the React channel. I'm gonna do a food review, and I can't wait to try it, man. So y'all continue to support this channel so that it can help the other channels grow too. Coach Smook Reacts, Coach Smook Gaming. But also charitable donation opportunities. We haven't said anything about it, man. If you want to continue to help the network grow and continue to see us do different things, be in different spaces, we have multiple opportunities. We got PayPal, Cash App, Venmo. If you want to direct donate, we got super chats, right? Super chats, super stickers. You can purchase them through YouTube. They pay out to us once a month once they're all collected. And then also, if you want to help the channel grow, or you want to be a part of the growth of the channel, be a part of the community, be a moderator, be somebody that's going to help promote the content that we're doing, tap in on the Discord. We'll get you there. So that was just quick info, man. I don't like to do that announcement. I just get reminders and I have to do it. Yes, sir. If you're not here to represent the script AC, facts. Alabama Richie. Hey, if you still live over there on TikTok, Richie, shoot me a DM, bro. I'll bring you on for a segment. I want to bring you on at least for a phone call. Get at least 15 minutes, my boy Richie, or get you on screen. It don't matter, brother. Just let me know what you can do. One of my mods will hook you up. Britt, if you over there on TikTok side, communicate with my boy Richie for me real quick. I'm about to drop the link to the show in the Discord. Or Mary J, can you drop the invite link in the mod chat so that Britt can grab that? So, rebuilding the roster. Here's the second topic of conversation. Rebuilding the roster. I call it control burning. I kind of got off topic of that. I call it control burning. One, what is control burning? Let me explain it in layman's terms, right? So I got all these leaves in the backyard right now. I can be efficient by raking everything up, all the leaves together, and then put them in bags and then put them on the street. That'll be good, compost and all that stuff. But also, we have spots in the yard where we want to see some new growth, right? Some new growth of grass and all this other stuff. When you have a lot of brush build up in the wood lines, and it could be a hazard for future wildfire, controllable fire, or you have something like controlled burning is setting the actual very thing that you're trying to avoid, which is a fire, or you're trying to, trying to kill something, right? You're trying to kill something. You want to kill it to its very most minimal state so that you can rebuild from it. That's what controlled burning is. We're going to purposely go out here and set fires to either chase away, burn up, or anything that's not supposed to be here. It won't be here after this fire, right? If this was a situation where guys were leaving because we were 4 and 6 and the staff didn't understand how to do anything, other talented players weren't looking at Alabama, we weren't recruiting well, I would be concerned. But this ain't that. Like HaHa said, find somebody that left this roster, that we are actually going to miss because of their production. Give me somebody that was on this roster that ended the season with 10 sacks. Give me somebody that left in the portal that had 20 plus yard catches this season. Give me an offensive lineman that entered the portal that really showed us anything other than potential in practice in spring. Never was able to eclipse and get into the starting lineup. Now, can we sit there and debate, well, they probably didn't get a fair opportunity? Yeah, we can go through each case by case and kind of decide if that person should have played in front of this person, if they should have got an opportunity, all of that. But at the end of the day, it didn't happen. So do you continue to hold these guys on the roster after 3 or 4 years of not being able to crack playing time or get on the field? Do you continue to hold them and continue to invest in development? Or do you go and you use your football knowledge and your ability to evaluate skills and go get some veteran guys out there that don't care about, being the guy, just want to be a part of the system and be a guy that can contribute and that's bought in, that's hungry. You got to get some guys that's hungry. So where do we go to do that? You go into the portal, and once you get in the portal, that's when your ability to evaluate but characteristics, demeanor. You get those character reports from their previous universities. You look at their full body of work in those moments. And if you can determine, if you can relate with those guys, if there's a connection there and they could do the right things or say the right things and understand and hear the vision that you have for the team in those moments, that's when you have success in the portal. Dougie first with the $4.99 super chat. He said, Roll Tide, I had to send a fair weather fan / colleague at work to your channel. LOL. Appreciate you. I hope you ain't sent to them. Don't tell them to be careful when they be pulling up with that fair weather stuff. You got to make sure you give them the warning. Approach cautiously. You know what's funny? I kill a lot of fair weather fan narratives, and in the moment, the fair weather fans be mad at me. Well, look how many come around and be like, "Hey, I did think about what you said." You get what I'm saying? So yeah, I like that, man. Let's keep saving. Let's keep saving one fair weather fan at a time. One fair weather fan at a time. So I say this, chat. How do we rebuild the roster? You go to the portal, but you don't give up on recruiting. Somebody tried to convince me, say that recruiting is no longer important. You can. I'll tell you this: the amount of energy given to recruiting isn't needed as much anymore. Right? There's still value in getting out into the high school ranks, evaluating talent, recruited, but you're going to see a lot more schools get into their top heavy pushes, right? And these kids that's out here looking for looks or wanting to put their name or be in a spot, they will have to make the initiative. So honestly, NIL just made it harder for high school recruiting. This one portal window made it harder for high school recruiting. Nobody. If you can find a kid that's going to come out of high school right now and spend 3 years minimum at the same university that they started at, it'll be a miracle. So yes, we got Jordan Edmonds in this class. Yes, we got Xavier Correll in this class. But if they don't pan out after a year or two, if they're not getting the type of looks or their future projection with Alabama is not expected, there's other portal guys right now. Running backs that are in the portal that are redshirt sophomores. In 2 years, they'll be the guys that we need in order to make that national championship push. That's the cycle of college football now. So expect this. When I talk about rebuilding the roster, expect this. You will see anywhere from, at each position, you're going to have 2 guys possibly that you're for sure are a part of your future makeup. And then for the portal, because of how many scholarships all the universities have now, what is it now, 120, 140? You're going to see guys going overhaul to create and breed competition. You got to. Indiana took basically the whole roster of JMU that Kurt Signetti had and came with guys that were hungry. You think other kids at Indiana left because, they got a new coach? No, most of them stayed. Most of them competed. They breeded a culture of competition. The level of consistency across the board, as far as what's available, as far as hunger and drive, that's what you saw from Indiana. That's what you seen from Texas Tech. It didn't all come together for them, but look at what they did in a year's time in the turnaround. A bunch of veteran guys out the portal who are hungry. We will be crazy not to try and go and at least replicate a phase of utilizing that to our advantage. We'll be crazy to not do it. Appreciate the reactions over there on Facebook. Chastity make it do what it do, checking in on Facebook, y'all. I didn't even know. I forgot we was live on Facebook. Appreciate everybody on all platforms that's hanging out with us today. Twitter, 11862 on YouTube. Got 1 on Twitch, 2 on Facebook. Appreciate y'all. The new roster limit is 105. So 105. So we go from 85 to 105. You got space to add 20 more guys. Oh, Lord have mercy. It's about to get good. And so like now, it makes sense when you look at it across the board. You look at how a team like Vanderbilt, who had a bunch of no names on their defensive front last year, came in and gave all these 4-star and 5-star guys that Coach Saban recruited and, they came to Alabama. They gave them problems because they were all 24, 25 years old. We're talking about a 19-year-old, a 20-year-old that really ain't got no snaps in his life yet. In his football life, his collegiate football life. Ain't really got no snaps. We just hoping that he breaks through based off potential. The junior NFL, Coach Smook said it. Yeah, I remember I said it. The junior NFL free agency, it's going to get to a point where we're going to have holdouts and everything. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. The only problem I would have with it is if we did not go ahead and flip the page on how we doing things. Now, does that mean we're just going out and getting guys because we hungry for guys that aren't, that's taking big names? No, don't go out and get big names. Use the portal. You know how many players are in the portal out of the 8,000 plus that's in the portal right now, right? You're trying to tell me that you can't go and find 11 to 20 guys out the portal that can fit what your vision is? If you can't do that, that means you don't have a clear vision. Nor should you be evaluating talent or deciding, what is best for the University of Alabama. There's plenty of opportunities to go and find pieces to go and plug in to what you have left on roster and to benefit from it. Shout out to my guy, Dougie Harrell. He said, lots of Fairweather fans out there, Coach DeBoer and Courtney Morgan have absolutely been cooking with the portal, and this Keelan Russell era is about to be one of the ages. 2026 will be a good one. Roll Tide. I feel you, Doug. I said the same thing. And we're not going to be like every channel and talk about Keelan Russell and Austin Mack debate every day. All right. So y'all already know we're not talking about that all summer, all off season. When we get up there for spring coverage and all that, we'll talk about it then. But some narratives and things that's going into this season, I think we have a lot to discuss when it comes to this staff, the decision making, and how they're going to field a winning championship contending caliber team. All right. So let's get into our phone lines, man. I'm ready to have some fun on the phone lines. Hopefully y'all ready to call in today. We're going to get into our first little infomercial break. If you're not a member of the AAA family, man, think about becoming a member. I'm telling you, if you're not a member, you need to think about becoming a member. We've been having some good members on live. Haven't had one this week, but I promise y'all, I might have something for y'all tomorrow. And it might be something exclusive to the point where I probably will just be traveling the world after we do that live. But if we can't get them on tomorrow, we'll have some context around it with some things coming out of the camps. I got some South Carolina tips. I mean, some connects at South Carolina. I got a Florida State connect. I got a few connects everywhere, man. Arizona, Washington, is like the Seattle area. We got some buzz coming around, some players, and I may end up being that dude that bring it to light. So we'll see what's good, everybody. All right, so after these messages, we'll get into the phone lines here on the Coach Smook Network. Become a member of the AAA family by doing this, man.
Glad you chose to stop by the channel today. Just wanted to give you an opportunity to really become a part of this community here at the Coach Smook Network. We like to call ourselves the AAA family. The AAA stands for authenticity above all. We just want to give you an opportunity to become a part of this community because we're growing and we're doing something special here as a fan base, not just for Alabama, but the fan community as a whole. We're creating an environment where it's safe to be yourself, be authentic, and meet people who share the same passion you share, whether it's for the same team or not. You can do this by becoming a member of the AAA family. You simply start by just clicking the link provided to you by one of the moderators in the chat, or it'll be pinned to the top of the chat. Click that link. It'll bring you to my homepage. When you get to my homepage, make sure you hit the notification button and turn on all notifications. Understand that there are multiple ways to support the channel, and each level has its perks. You can go through and read each perk. As we continue to grow, new perks will be added to each level. One thing we would like to highlight that all AAA members are greatly appreciated. It does not go unnoticed that you have taken time and hard-earned money to support this channel. Once you join, YouTube is going to ask for some payment information, and make sure you monitor your subscription dates. Also, if you really want to get interactive with the community and find out what's going on, think about joining our Discord family. This is where you can get into all the fan talk of the community, and also there are networking opportunities. Please be mindful that there are rules and that we expect everyone to treat everyone with respect. Also, if you're looking to partner with Coach Smook Network or sponsor, please hit us up at coachsmooknetwork@gmail.com, and our staff will get back to you in a timely manner. I'm your boy, Coach Smook of the Coach Smook Network, and I thank you for supporting this channel.
Remember, when you see me in the streets, holler at me. Say, put me in the game, Coach Smook.
At Walk-On's Sports Bistro, the games are on, the food's delicious, and here you are always part of the team. Welcome to Walk-On's Sports Bistro, where every day is game day. Whether it's a post-win celebration, drinks after work, or taking the fam for some made-from-scratch favorites, Walk-On's is your go-to for good times, craft beer and cocktails, and bold flavors for fans of all ages. From melty mozzarella logs to Hall of Fame level burgers. Stop by today or order online or in the app. Walk-On's Sports Bistro. Game on.
Put me in a game, Coach Smook. Put me in a game, Coach Smook.
Like, share, subscribe. You know we keep it live.
Put me in a game, Coach Smook. 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 Put me in a game, Coach Smook.
Like, share, subscribe. You know we keep it live.
Chad, let's get to it, man. 334-625-1121. We got time for one phone call. I just got a text message. I got to run some errands at 12:45. So I got time for one phone call. If you want to call in and be the person to share your thoughts on my idea of controlled burning when it comes to this roster, by all means call in 334-625. But the main topic of conversation is what is needed. You know, now we see that players are leaving. In your opinion, what is needed on this roster? And I ain't talking about what everybody else is saying. We need dogs. What exactly is a dog? What do we need? What do we need? I look at some of the pickups that we have. Like I said, we'll do our full breakdown, but even getting the young man, Caden Strayhorn, the offensive lineman from Michigan, he's physical, right? Not somebody that's the most elite interior offensive line talent, but he's physical, right? And you got guys like Michael Carroll already on roster. Going to see how we feel the rest of that offensive line up. Caden Proctor, has he declared for the draft yet? I'm not sure. Got a lot of kids declaring for the draft. Still haven't made that decision. So how do you want to set the tone? Caleb Woodson and then there's another linebacker I expect us to go after out of Miami, Ohio. Another young man that's just, flies around and plays physical. You know, everybody's happy about Devin Tompkins. To me, he's a more experienced version of Keon Keeley. You lose 165, 285, 290 guy, you go and get another one. Right? You lose Josh Cuevas to the NFL. You got some young tight ends that you're ready to see pop, but you need some guys that got some experience. You look at Josh Ford and his limited body of work. You can grow with that. You're not bringing him in to just depend solely 100% on him. You're bringing him in to do the veteran things on a consistent basis while your young guys grow. I'm telling you guys, I laugh about Arcaro Anguam going into the portal. I don't know how we even got him to come to Bama. There was no opportunity for that young man to even see the field. It just wasn't it. Oh, y'all. Do y'all want me to react to a Damian Harris take? I don't think so. 334-625-1121. We ain't got nobody calling on the phone line. That's fine. Because I told you I got errands to run. You see we in the mix for the safety from Georgia. Why do y'all always get excited about them in the mix for? Everybody's in the mix for everybody. Everybody's in the mix for everybody. I tell you this. Nobody covering Alabama football or any program at this point, nobody outside of the people in the program know exactly who they're going to get out the portal. It is so many. There's no way possible that every person that comes available in the portal, the staff already knows who's coming available. They have 5 to 6 guys coming into this knowing what their idea of what the decision is. The other 15, 20 that you plan to get out of the portal, these are happening as it comes, right? That's why I don't care to act like I know who's going to be on a visit or none of that. These guys that's reporting it, they don't know until the staff reports it. Expect this guy, it ain't no expect, it's already done. Trying to act like you know something that they don't know. Like, this ain't recruiting. This is like, I could literally go to the portal spot, the portal link or whatever database, and look at players hopping in the portal. Cornerbacks, I'll go and do cornerbacks. When you scroll down, oh, he can go to Bama. Bama might be looking at him. He's 6'3". Bama might look at him. Bama should look at him. Bama should look at him. Bama should look at him. And then that could be reported. Alabama might look for a guy like this. And then, oh man, you don't know what you're talking about. Okay. It just makes no sense to me. It doesn't. There's no real conversation around it other than what happens after they sign. 79. Who number is this? I might have to answer this chat. Make a call back. All right. Yeah, Chad, we might just have to pick up later. I might just have to pick up later with y'all because I'm about to go make these moves, y'all. I'm getting excited. I'm getting excited. Close the phone line. I'm closing the phone line, Mary J. We're going to get out of here, y'all. I'm sorry to cut y'all so short. We almost made it an hour for the day. I got to go handle this, man. Y'all talking about God moving and making moves on behalf of the Coach Smook Network and everybody that's a part of it. Oh, my God. Y'all just don't know. See? Keep lurking and watching. All you people that's in the chat that's not liking the streams and just waiting to see what's going to happen next, keep waiting, keep watching. We got some great things happening. If you didn't like the stream already, make sure you like the stream. We got 60 some people in here. We ain't even get 50 likes yet. Dang, I thought y'all rock with your boy, man. Run it up to the 50 likes for your boy. If you're watching this post live stream, hopefully I didn't cut you off too soon. We'll be back tonight. I'll come back and have some fun with y'all tonight. I got a show that I want to do tomorrow. I'll do it tonight once I get back from handling business. But y'all be blessed, man. Today, I ain't even going to do a full close. I got to end it. I got to get on this phone and I got to make it do what it do. Y'all be blessed, man. Roll Tide to all my AAA family, all of our supporters, Walk On Sports Bistro. We appreciate you for your support. Urban Streetwear and Apparel, Helping Hands LLC, Man of Standard Executive Security, and most of all, Got One Recruiting, Scouting and Recruiting Network, man. We appreciate everybody for support, but most of all, you, the AAA family. I can't do nothing but thank you enough. And remember, when you see me in the streets, holla at me.
Say, put me in the game, Coach Smook.
I'll catch y'all on the next one, man. Stay locked in with your boy.
Subscribe, you do roll with the tide. I'm down in the gun with Coach Smook, through the game, roll tide, roll tide.